aggressively dumb, sex-obsessed, and occasionally misogynistic. Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. I 100% agree. Okay, so in 2008, Fox ordered a pilot for one of the shows that was pitched to them that was self-described by the creators as Superbad, but on the beach.
So if we're floating 20 feet away from the shore,
we could do
whatever we damn well please.
They watched it, they decided they didn't want to do anything with it, and so 3 years pass, MTV takes a swing and is like, this is brilliant. And they order a whole 12-episode season run.
Mondo, wake up. Ugh, talk about the crack of dawn.
You just getting home? You smell like Old Spice and balls.
Good Vibes takes your classic fish out of water scenario, but in this case kind of literally, and turns it on its head a little more with a lot more punch and a lot more hormones than you're used to. Mondo Brando is from New Jersey. He gets transplanted all the way across the country to California, where there he has to start life anew and figure out his place in the vast world. It's coming of age, it's hormonal, it's like Big Mouth before Big Mouth.
So please put on your 3D glasses.
STD in 3D.
They don't really go too deep into the puberty stuff as much as the awkwardness that comes along with it. This show's got a wide cast of characters and a lot of them are archetypes. We have Woody, Mondo's best friend, who after getting caught perving on his mother decides to form a friendship between the two of them. And from there, they do everything together. And
Mama, you okay? Who are you? I'm Woody.
Right, like Woody and Mondo themselves are kind of archetypes of like Rigby and Mordecai, or the two from Robotomy, or Randy Cunningham, Knife Grade Ninja, right? Like it's a very popular animated trope, but they pull it off again. It works. They have Gina, the girl next door, but she's got a little bit of a twist to her.
Who is that? It's Gina. Go introduce yourself.
Dirk Kirkpatrick, the asshole who Gina is currently dating.
And how's this for romance?
Ah! Why do you have a rose in your ass?
Ow! Why are you staring at my ass? Prop 8?
Who has no business being involved with her, but, you know, for whatever reason, they're together. He's kind of like Robbie from Gravity Falls, but with a lot more tattoos, but the same, like, banana-shaped face. There's Miss Teets, they're a sex ed teacher who is very sexually active and also the cause of most of my laughter throughout the show.
I'm a breast cancer survivor, but thanks to early detection from a mammogram, I had a double lumpectomy where they removed only the cancerous lumps. Here they are.
There's Milan, Woody's sister, who's like an MTV star.
Check it out, my first celebrity sighting. That's Milan Stone, the star of MTV 16 and Bitchy.
You call this double D's?
Then there's Gina's brother, Watska, which is like the chaotic neutral third wheel that sometimes joins Mondo and Woody for their adventures if he's feeling like it. And he's completely deranged, right? Like off his meds, 4chan user, creature.
The training wheels are off, balls!
Our main star, Mondo, is voiced by Josh Gad, which is crazy. Which is even crazier once you think about, this man was Olaf, which is a weird thing for him to also be.
Hi, everyone. I'm Olaf, and I like warm hugs.
Hi, I'm Mondo. I'm new to town, as you can probably tell. I'm one of those offbeat, good-looking men.
Hi.
Hi, I beat off good-looking men.
Josh Gad nails his role. He's hilarious. You just feel the prepubescent squeakiness.
And maybe that sweet-sided chesticles you got there. You kidding me, man? Girls totally relate to a dude with boobs. It's familiar to them. It has a calming effect.
The executive producers on this show are David Gordon Green and Tom Brady. Not that Tom Brady. And they're both very talented, well-established producers, and we're eager and excited to put their names and talent behind this.
Look at you. Comfortably average, cute enough, extremely sensitive. You're like the Michael Cera of penises.
I call mine Will Smith because he's got urban cred, but white women find him non-threatening.
The show came out in 2011, which a crazy time to be had for sure. And a very unfortunate time for it, right? This marked the revitalization of Beavis and Butthead, which is not a show that I ever cared for, but was wildly popular, which kind of lowered the views that would go to Good Vibes because, they were on the same platform.
We're going to get rich and famous just by eating. And score!
And then likewise, Josh Gad was in Book of Mormon at this time. So all of his voice lines were delivered from New York. And it was kind of a difficult time for a lot of the crew getting together. And it became more of everyone coming by whenever they had a chance to and phoning it in when they could. Which I'm not critiquing the crew on this. I think the voice lines are delivered terrifically, and they started all together, right, for the first 3 or so episodes, and they kind of got a chemistry that came from that, and it worked really well for them, and you can feel it in it. Everyone playing their part is having the best time of their life. Tony Hale kills it as a little 4chan gremlin, right? Adam Brody nails his voice.
I will be right back. I'm going to slip into something more powerful.
What's in that room?
Just a closet.
Thank you, puppy. The show's funny. It's biting. It's got social commentary. They make fun of everyone and everything. They take a lot of pop culture from the time and they just use it so perfectly to convey their own thing. They give it all a modern spin on themselves.
Back up. Here it comes. Now a roll up. 1, 2, 3, 4 deep. But ain't no one around. That's just me. The T to the double, E-T-Z. Sitting high, sitting fly. Like Boss I said, I keep on passing you by.
They have an episode called Mondo Mia, where Mondo is looking for his father, but they give it that Good Vibes feel to it, and it makes it 10 times funnier with all their little jokes mixed in.
I am Yag, and this is Abortion.
There's another episode called The Virgin Hangover, where they lose Watska, and they have to figure out what happened to him. But there's a lot of build-up before it, and there's a lot of payoff after it.
Where do you think you're going, rookie? You don't go into a synagogue without a yarmulke, do you? Do you, boy?
The show kind of takes the boys will be boys concept, but then spits on the face of it being hey, yeah, boys are going to be hormonal monsters, but they don't have to be bad people. It's a funny show, but it's a surface level show. There's nothing to it. You're not watching it for this overarching plot. You want Mondo to get the girl because you want Mondo to be happy, but you're also perfectly content to watch him try and fail over and over again in hilarious ways.
Good morning, ladies.
Who is that new stud at school, Gina? I don't know, Brianna, but I'm gonna get me some of that.
Ladies, I can hear you. I'm fat.
At its core, this show is really just about two guys going through hormones and puberty and girls, trying to figure out their place in the universe, trying to deal with all of these feelings and these difficult times as they go through embarrassment after embarrassment and growing into their bodies and the awkwardness of it all. And something about it just works.
Finally, the greatest night of our lives begins. Just the two of us.
Hey, Mondo. Hey, Blondie. Want an extra beer?
Or we can split up for a little while.
Yeah, we can totally meet up later.
Despite everything, despite all of it, this show has an overwhelming feeling of comfort at the end of every single episode. And in large part, that's due to the music by the Submarines. But it brings this peace to it of just knowing that despite all these shenanigans and all the craziness that's happening, it's just two kids navigating the world, and they're one step closer to figuring it out, one day at a time.
Woody, remember all those times I was depressed about leaving Jersey and moving to Playa del Toro?
Yeah?
Well, forget it. I love it here.
Booster!
I saw this show when I was 12 on YouTube for some reason, because at the time it was just on there, and maybe that's the reason, but I really think this show just gives feelings of nostalgia because it makes you think about a simpler time, and harder but easier time, when the only thing you had to worry about was trying to impress a girl in the stupidest way possible.
Give me that board. I got us into this mess. I'm gonna get us out. I came to this town to make a name for myself, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Even if I die, at least the love of my life will remember my name forever.
Be careful, Mongo!
Close enough.